me. Even the whale looks like, get me the f off this planet. Hello humanzees, my name is Comedian. We don't have to talk about that right now. What we're here to talk about is BTS, of course. Now, last week I did a reaction to 0 O'Clock, which was a video I took entirely too long to watch. I realized upon watching it, that was just a brilliant song. It kind of had that BTS way of feeling like it was written exactly for what I'm going through right now, in a way that was kind of a bit disturbing and sort of like, why am I being picked on? Why are you talking about me in public here? This is awkward. It was far too relatable, and everyone said on my Patreon, who asked for it in some of the YouTube comments, that there's also an animation for it, which they wanted me to see. So why not? No time like the present. I waited too long to see 0 O'Clock. I'm happy to dive back into it. So thank you to Christina Morris, Jana Gabriels, Diana Carolina, Yolanda Castillo, and Eva for suggesting I do this. Preemptive thanks. A deposit. I put a deposit down, a slight thanks, in case I don't like it. If I hate it, I'm going to be furious. If I love it, then you get a double thanks at the end. We'll see. But if you love wacky BTS reactions, then make sure you are subscribed. The button is right down there. Take a second to click that. Take a second to go and visit my Patreon, patreon.com/ComedianReacts, in the description to see even more reactions around BTS and stuff like that. You know the deal. But for right now, the deal is this. You give me undivided attention, I give you a BTS reaction. It's as simple as that. Let's get this going. That's an excessively call-out intro. Wow. This is good animation. It's like DreamWorks level. Not quite Pixar level, but DreamWorks, I'll give you that. And if any of you watching it work for DreamWorks, I'm sorry, you guys are still cool. Yeah, this is... I'm impressed. Okay, so the theme, the original song, is the kind of the melancholy of a day, a kind of unsuccessful or just an unhappy day, a melancholy, unfulfilled day ending. And now we have somebody coming home from their cartoon office job on the cartoon train. Popping the bag down. I like that transition, and I like how, you know, technically you could say they were just saving animation time and rendering, but, you know, that's cynical. I mean, my brain, the back of my brain said that, but no one else should be saying that. But I like how she pops the bag down, and that's it. That's all the energy she has at the end of the day. Like, that speaks to me a lot. I mean, I don't really have the energy to even pick the bag up in the first place, so I relate to that one very much, very, very much. She's got a pink whale on her shirt. Maybe she feels like a pink whale, I don't know. We transition straight into her lying in her bed in the dark. Okay. This is almost like, this is almost like satirical. Like, it's almost like mean. I mean, obviously it's not meant that way, but it's so literally being like, look at this person, their day was rough, they're lying in the dark alone, but then here is BTS to cheer them up. It's like, well, you might be lonely out there, ARMY fans, but at least you can pretend, you can, you know, take a load of Ambien and hallucinate that BTS come into your room in a weird cartoon form. Like, the supportive nature of this is very, very cute, but the reality of it is like, ooh. Oh, let me see if I'm a real BTS fan. If I can work out which one is which from the... I mean... I feel like... I don't call the animators lazy, but they haven't done much to distinguish them. And, you know, unless you keep up to date with their hair, which changes all the damn time, I don't know. Like, that could be Suga, because Suga's had hair like that. That could be Jungkook. That's probably RM based on just the hair. If I get this right, I think that's J-Hope because of the hat, but that could also be Jungkook. I feel like Jungkook wears hats like that sometimes. That could be Jimin, maybe. So who have I not said yet? Jin and my brain, man. It's something else in there. I don't know why I put it online. It's a sham. I don't know if you can hear that, but my rabbit is also shedding the carpet behind me, which is, you know, distracting. I'm trying to perform here. I'm an artiste. Okay, so I haven't said Jin and V. That could be V, because he's kind of got the kind of dreamy look V has, so that could be Jin. But like, the only one I actually feel certainly, like, slightly confident about is RM, because of his lovely little quiff or cowlick or whatever. And maybe Suga, because I know Suga does the parting. I don't know. They're all adorable, though. It's all very wholesome. Oh, wow. So if you're feeling like a pink whale, BTS will bring that to life. Okay, now this. People don't understand why I love 3D movies so much. I'll rant about them happily for days, but this is exactly what. Look at this. This is like me when I'm watching an IMAX documentary, IMAX Under the Ocean, which I think is like narrated by Jim Carrey. And even Jim Carrey can't ruin it. The 3D is so good. Who wouldn't want a whale floating about in their living room? I'm glad BTS are down with the 3D, let's just say that. Okay. Interesting. Hope! J-Hope! Get your J-Hope right here, J-Hope! So now, the new day, but we're also talking about dreams here. And when I was watching or listening to the original song just by itself, I thought less about the dream element of it. Like, to me, the song was more about the hope of a new day and what a new day can signify, and how a new day can completely, sometimes you'll wake up after a horrible day and be like, oh, thank goodness, the world makes sense now somehow. Thanks, brain. Thanks for fixing yourself in the middle of the night or whatever. But, you know, obviously dreams and sleeping play a part in that. But it seems like BTS have come down, brought their big purple whale energy into the room, and transported her to Never Neverland, or Free Willy Land. Not that kind of Free Willy. This is great. This is like Big Hero 6, but instead of a cuddly health robot, you've got a cuddly pink whale. And BTS chilling on your shoulder. The song is still just as upbeat and fresh. That's good. Oh my goodness, forget the Earth. They're leaving Earth altogether. They're going straight into space. I mean, why waste time on Earth when you've got a pink whale and rocket-powered BTS members? Just a sentence I never thought I'd say in my life. And now she's become the chick from Frozen. There's a lot of progression here. It's hard to handle. The imagery is really cute in this. Wee. Even the whale looks like, get me the f*** off this planet. It's like, humans and their problems, get me away! Save this lady from the Earth. Was this like a makeover, or is that just like what she's happy wearing, you know? Because as a strong feminist, I disapprove of the message that she needs to be wearing a dress to be her true self. I would have liked to see her transform from a dress into this clothes. It's alright, she's letting it go, of course. Copyright. And now she can play piano. That is great. I'd love for BTS to give her their musical ability. That would be just handy dandy. And their looks and clothing sense. Just those three things and I could be them. Simple as that. Oh, we've all had this dream. Oh, that's a very cool image. It's cute that even in the dream, she's not looking at the piano. She just can't take her eyes off BTS. She's still fangirling. She's like, BTS are here. Continuing the DreamWorks theme with a big old moonshot. I love that. That's the hat. That's my work here is done. The hat tip. Yes, another lady saved with a whale dream. Except they look too melancholy. Guys, I think you did a good job. I don't know if this is J-Hope or I don't know who it is, but whoever it is, look, like, you did a great job. He's tipping his hat. He's looking almost like she's died. He's like, no, mate, you did a good job. Look how happy she is now. Swag, walking away. Cute. That was very, very cute, really. Ooh. Yeah. I mean, you know it's BTS when they got the kind of budget they can drop it on that kind of production. Like, that was very high quality animation. That was a lot higher quality than I was expecting. My rabbit's just... I'm trying to film here. It's a bit awkward. You're doing your business over there and scrabbling poo around. I mean, I know I do that too, but on my own time and off camera, of course. Anyway, But yeah, I was actually really surprised by how high budget and like really good the production was. Like that is BTS in a nutshell. This only has 40 million views by their standards, you know. This barely even counts as a music video. It's like a throwaway thing. Like, oh yeah, we did an animation for that one. Oh, hand drawn. No, it's a fancy CGI. It looks kind of like DreamWorks circa like 2013. Probably even later than that. Like, it's really good. I'm genuinely, I actually can't get over how good that looked. Oh, and it came out recently too. Interesting. That was very, very cute. Very heartwarming. And although it made me feel a bit like BTS maybe see me as somebody who, you know, keeps a picture of them next to my bed and kisses it, and that's what keeps my mental health all together, which might be true, although it felt a bit like that. I know fundamentally the wholesome message there is that they want you to be people that can make you feel better, and they want to be there for you, which I think is just so nice and so considerate. Thanks, guys. Thanks for being there for me. Appreciate it. I'm going to start wearing a pink whale to bed, of course. Fingers crossed. I'm gonna fall asleep with fingers crossed and a big pink whale on my chest. And if you like pink whales, well, all I can say is my skin is kind of pink, so make sure you do go and subscribe. Button's right there. Just do it. I do reactions, you do the subscribing. That's how this works. And like I said, I have a Patreon. Patreon.com/ComedianReacts. The link is in the description. I've got loads of really fun Bun BTS? That just sounds weird, like a sort of angry bread. Run BTS reactions, and Von Boyage, of course, while we're on the subject. And I have a Discord full of lovely, friendly people, I hope, in the description. Speaking of lovely, friendly people, thank you so much for coming. It was lovely to see you. I'll see you next time. And remember, if you like this reaction to TinyTAN, click the subscribe button to become a tiny fan. It's a little baby fan. Right now, Polly?